All right, so now that I'm done actually being shocked about what I found under this carriage, I figured I would kind of bring you guys back for a little bit of update of what I've discovered here real quick. So I started comparing, let me swing you over just a little bit. I started comparing this carriage underside to this carriage's underside. And it looks like, as best as I can determine, I guess before I go on this ramble, part of the reason why I'm not or wasn't entirely sure as to whether or not this could be turkite or the other material is because this lathe apparently was used someplace where they did a lot of work with plastics. And you can even kind of see kind of a bluish greenish tint in here. Well, I found this bluish greenish resin or plastic particles in a lot of crevices on this lathe. So it wasn't, initially, it wasn't entirely impossible that this could have just been more of that plastic debris just caked onto the V-ways and the flat here, but upon further inspection, it definitely looks like somebody has made some sort of precision modification here. Now, I don't think that this will show up on camera. In fact, I'll get the camera off the tripod here in a minute and get you up in close here to show you, hopefully with a little more detail, but it looks like some sort of adhesive material here and very possibly excess adhesive here. I can see right here a very clear line between the cast iron and whatever this material is, extending all the way up there. And you can see it on this side in some places as well. So I think there's a very good chance that this has been updated with some turkite at one point. And over here, you can kind of see a factory, or I'm assuming a factory original thing. It's got this section right through here is notably lower than out here on the ends. And conversely, these outer pads are deeper than the inboard section is on this carriage also. Now, taking into account these guys here, I can kind of see them a little bit over here if I look real closely. So again, something has definitely been modified on this, and my best guess is turkite. One of the other things I've noticed is there's a bit of a ridge right here on both sides, but it's really pronounced on the inside of this I think is the front of the carriage, and maybe the outside of the rear part of the carriage. Anyways, it's there's definitely a ridge there. I don't know if I could simply remove that ridge of material and get this thing back in better condition just that simply, but the other one also has a comparable ridge in the cast iron. So let me get you guys up a little closer and see if I can show you anything better. Come on, focus. I just don't know if it's going to show up on the video or not. Let me try this side. There it kind of shows. I think you can just barely make out this line. Cast iron on this side, what I assume is turkite on that side. Let's see if it showed a little ridge. Right there is the ridge that I'm talking about. Now granted, it looks more profound in the video than it does in real life, but there's definitely a ridge on both sides. So anyways, I figured instead of giving you guys a big cliffhanger, I would give you a little bit more information and see if any interesting ideas pops up from the group. So at any rate, till next time.